Today's video finds us over here in Ubeda, Spain. I think that's how you say it. Anyway, what we're going to take a look at is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This was awarded a UNESCO World Heritage in 2003, along with another city that's not too far away from here, probably about a half hour or so by car, Baeza. But we're in Ubeda, I think is how you say it. And this is one of the oldest cities in Western Europe. The archaeologists say it dates back 6,000 years to the Copper Age. They've done some excavation kind of in the center of town, and they've dug up stuff, and then they've just a whole series of settlements here from the Carthaginians, the Greeks were here, the Romans, and everybody else. So anyway, it's a modern Spanish town. It's got maybe 30,000 people or so. So we're gonna walk around and kind of explore it and see what we see. This is one of the sites here, and we'll go in here and we'll take a look at it. But the Italian Renaissance architecture, they came into some money in the 16th century, and so they hired some architects that came in here and designed the buildings in that style. And they were competing kind of with Baeza, or Baeza, however you say it, to see who had more influence in this area. This right here, this is a pretty cool hotel inside, and then we'll go into this cathedral and we'll walk around. There's a clock tower, several churches in the old town, and it's kind of a new mixed in with the old. But this is, I think, like the El Salvador Cathedral. You can see the styling up here. I really like the columns. It's fantastic. It has all the little stuff. Most of the stuff you see is like Gothic around the doors, but this is a little bit different. And you can see all the little figures, people and bulls and skulls, just various things all around. Okay, let's go in here and we'll look at this, and then we'll walk through a little bit of the old town here. And you can see the bell tower up there. Now there's a clock tower here in town that you can go up to the top too. That's, I think, €3. Okay, so this one is open from 10 till 7. And let's go in. I'm sure we'll have to pay a few euros for it. Okay, so it's €5 to come in here. And you cannot go to the top of the bell tower, which is a little bit of a disappointment, but this is nice inside. So you see they have that right there carved. And then up top is the organ, and then you can see the dome, and then the place here to pray in front of the priest. And it has these faux columns inside. That's almost Corinthian style up at the top. That's very pretty. So €5 to come in here and see this. It's kind of a small cathedral compared to many that you'll see. Okay, so this is the main part. Oh, it has some really, really beautiful paintings up there. And some really fantastic little statues all through here. So this church is a 13th century church. It's very, very nice right here. You can see murals all down that wall. And there would have been more. You can see where they faded off, and just the bricks underneath. And then over here also a few murals. And a little balcony up there. Yeah, really nice. And this is where the priest does his thing. Yeah, very nice. And then this is looking back into the church. So they have some writing there on the gate, and the cross and the coat of arms and everything. And they have a small room over here that is the sanctity, is what they say. And they have a nice table and some wood cabinets and stuff over here. And some little domes with some figures across the top. Yeah, it's nice enough here. Yeah, you can see the old murals that have faded off really bad there. There's still some up here. And figures in the little domes. Yeah, it's really a pretty church. You can go through these little low arches. You have a painting up there of Christ. And I don't know if this was maybe like an old coffin here of somebody, or if it's just an altar for that. You can see the murals that have faded off across the walls here. All right, so we've seen the inside of this church. Let's go walk around somewhere outside. Yeah, the wood carvings here are very, very nice. The coat of arms and all the floral patterns and everything. Same over here. And this is right behind the church here. They have a little courtyard. It's behind a gate. You can't go into it from inside the church. Yeah, this is the side of it. Yeah, too bad we can't go to the top of the bell tower. That'd be kind of cool to see the town from up there. This is kind of what a little bit of the old town looks like. I like these whitewashed buildings with the little balconies and the flowers and stuff like that up on them. And then you just come over here. A lot of these places have just seating, patio seating out front. And the Spanish really love this. They come out here just pretty much from dawn. They're sitting out here at these little patios, eating and drinking and hanging out with their friends. And this is the surrounding countryside. You can see the mountains on the horizon and this little valley here with olive trees every which direction. Seems like that is the main crop in Spain. We've seen lots and lots and lots of olive trees. And this just goes back into the old town. So let's walk through here and see some more stuff. So during the peak tourist season, they have these right here that take you around town. It's sitting idle today. There's not very many tourists floating about. It is pretty chilly. It's probably 15 degrees or so today. You can see they have the old streets. And I drove down through here and you get stuck in these little tiny roads and it is quite something. You got to stop and kind of jockey back and forth to get around a corner. It's not much fun. And this over here is the police station. Pretty nice building for a police station. It's right here in the historic quarter of this town. You see the little fountain and the gardens and stuff. Yeah, really nice. Places like this, it's best to, if you're driving, find a place to park and then just get out and walk around. Driving through these little narrow roads is just a headache. This church here is very, very beautiful. And you could go in this one here. I don't think we're going to go in another church. We've seen one here in this little town already. So there we have a little museum. And I'm not sure what this building is here. Kind of has a look a little bit of a school or something, like an old university. It's the front of that church. See, they have 3 bells in each of these towers, and then all the figures in the plaster down with those columns. And they use the square blocks here, and then they just use the rock and cement over there. And then they have the kind of the Corinthian style column heads. Yeah, it's really a pretty building for sure. This is a nice look at that building. You got the 2 lions there and then the building. And then of course you got the crane right behind it. But you can just kind of forget about that. It's still beautiful. Yeah, what a fantastic look at that church right there. Okay, so we'll wander through some of these little neighborhoods. There's churches and stuff scattered out all through here, amongst all these houses and everything else. Yeah, so you can see this one here is actually a fairly wide little side road. Most of them you have to almost turn your mirrors in. All right, let's walk up here to this. And another little courtyard here. You can see the top of that church over there. And we'll just walk through here. All these little whitewashed buildings with the balconies and stuff. And this one's kind of hard to see. It's like Coleon de Jesus or something like that. You can see the bell tower over there. And just really jammed into this little neighborhood over here. Yeah, you can see the sides of these walls, how narrow it is. The cars scratching as they go down through these old streets. This building right here is the Palace of the Marquis de la Rambla. Now it's a 16th century building. It's a hotel now. You go inside, all the rooms have the old antiques and stuff like that. No idea how to stay, but that would be pretty fantastic though. This is what you get here. You get these old towers and walls and everything. And it's just all combined in with the new over here. So you have some new apartments and all of that. And then this is a hotel. So you can see the old wall. So they built on both sides of it. And they put that net to keep any rock from falling off of it. And you have all these rooms right next to it. And that's kind of cool. And right here, I think this is the clock tower. I believe it's €3 to go up to the top of it. And this is another one of the center squares and everything. Now the bell tower is closed. They close it at 2 until 5, and it is €3 to go to the top. They close it down during the siesta time. And we'll go over here. We'll look at this over here now. You can see down these little alleys. It's pretty quaint though. Sit out there and have these sandwiches, have some wine. And you can see their homes and stuff here. Yeah, what a fantastic little area though. All the different colored houses. They all have the balconies though. Yeah, and they have the wooden window shutters here. Really cool. Yeah, I'm not sure who this guy is. He's got some holes in him. He looks like it's a statue that's been shot. I don't know the story behind this at all. So if anybody knows about that, you could tell me if those are bullet holes or just where it's rusted through. Yeah, we'll take a look at this church here. I think this one's a 13th century church also. You see the styling up above the door. Oh, really nice. And this is the Anglici Santissima Trinidad. It was, I think, built in like the 1230s or so. And it's the Baroque style. It's open only from 11:30 until 1, and it's €1 to go inside. That'll finish up our video over here at this UNESCO World Heritage Site. This is a cool town. It's got a lot of character to it. You can walk down through the old town, see the narrow streets, see the old buildings or whatever. It is Ubeda, I think is how you say it. I know that's mispronounced, but you get the gist of it. Like I was saying at the start, this is one of the oldest towns that they know of. I mean, it goes back 6 millennia, and they actually think that it was founded by one of the descendants of Noah. I'll put the best description I can down below so you can read a little bit more about it. And if you know a little bit more about this town, tell me in a comment down below also. I would like to know if you've been here, kind of your thoughts on it. It's really cool. If you liked the video, definitely smash the like button. That helps me out. And subscribe if you're new here. If you like these videos of Spain, or if you like some of the other places I travel, most of my videos are in Thailand, and you get to see a lot of that. But I've been other places also, Cambodia and India, wherever else I go, I make videos of. So if you like it, then definitely you're in the right place. And until next time, from over here in Spain, remember, life is a journey. Until next time, enjoy.